Have you been looking for opportunities for students to control the pace of their own learning? If so, I think we may have a solution for you.
EdPuzzle is a great option that will allow students to move through a video lesson at their own pace. And we're going to show you how this works on this week's episode of PDL Techniques. EdPuzzle allows me to take a video that I find on a channel like YouTube or even Khan Academy and add things like questions and teacher feedback that students can move through at their own pace.
That's right. So as a teacher, I can turn over ownership to my students and they can progress through the lesson at their own speed based on their own needs. So to get started, you can go to their website, edpuzzle.com. Once we're at edpuzzle.com, we're ready to start building. So to start building, I'm going to click Add Content, and I can either create a video within the resources EdPuzzle provides. So over here, I can get videos directly from EdPuzzle that already have comments and questions and have already had some of the interactive features added by others, or I can get videos from YouTube, Khan Academy, or the other resources below. I can also upload a video from my computer if I already have one saved. So clicking Create a Video. This is the resource library of all of the video lessons that EdPuzzle has already created or people have already shared from EdPuzzle. I'm going to click YouTube and search for a 7th grade 2-step equation video. And once I find the video that I want to use, I'm going to hover over it and click the Edit button. And here it's going to take me to all of the features that I can start personalizing my video for my students. So I can crop the video. So if there are portions of the video that I don't need my students to see, I can shorten it by pulling in the red bars on either side of the video based on what portion of the video I want my students to interact with. I can also provide a voiceover. So the voiceover feature allows me to narrate the entire video. I can change it into a different language if I wanted to. I can just narrate over the whole thing if I want them to hear my voice versus the other person on the actual video. The only thing about voiceover is that it has to be recorded over the entire clip in order for it to save. I can also include auditory notes, audio notes into the video. So if we get to a part of the video and I want my students to hear a question that I would pose, I click the yellow microphone and I simply start speaking and record my note. Once it's finished, I click stop and I'm able to continue on with the video. If it gets to another point in the video and I want to add another note, wherever that is, I just simply click the yellow microphone, record my note, and then click stop. And so there are audio notes placed along the video as well. The most popular feature in EdPuzzle probably is the quizzes feature. So the quizzes feature, I see you can still see my audio notes there, but the quizzes feature, as the video goes along, I may want to pose a question to my students. So I'm going to click the green question mark, and here I have a couple of options. I can ask an open-ended question simply by typing the question in the white box. I can also have features of bold, italicize, underline, superscript, subscript. I can insert a link, also an image, and I can also insert equations for all my math friends out there. I can also provide students feedback once they've finished answering the open-ended question. When I click this feedback button, you'll see the text box turns to blue, and so I can type my feedback for whatever I want my students to see once they've answered that open-ended question, and I can just flip back and forth between question and feedback. I can also insert multiple choice questions. So I type in my question here. I can provide my answer choices below. I can provide additional answers as well as multiple answers that are correct. So I can have 2 possible answer choices that may be correct for students depending on the question. I can also add comments. So just having my students stop and think about something or acknowledging something that was said in the video, I can insert a comment here. Just want to make sure you press save on your questions once they are complete, but I can add as many questions as I want throughout my video clip. Once I'm finished with adding all of the different content that I want my students to interact with, I'm going to make sure I click the Save button.
Another benefit of EdPuzzle is that students can complete their lessons on any device. But what if I already found a great video that I want to use? I wish there was a way I could create straight from YouTube.
Oh, well, there's good news. You actually can create an EdPuzzle from YouTube using the EdPuzzle Extension.
To get the EdPuzzle Extension, I'm going to go to my Chrome web store. And from within my web store, I'm going to search EdPuzzle Extension. I'm going to click Add to Chrome, Add Extension, and you'll see that my EdPuzzle extension has been added to Chrome. Now, within any YouTube video, here's my two-step equations video again. You'll notice now that when I have the EdPuzzle extension, a button called Edit with EdPuzzle appears in any of the videos. So now I don't have to, when I'm searching for videos and resources for my students in YouTube, I can click Edit with EdPuzzle, and it takes me immediately to the part of EdPuzzle where I can do all of the editing features that we just discussed.
EdPuzzle has made it really easy to create a lesson, but how can I get this information to my students? Can I put this on my website or even in Canvas?
Actually, you can. Your EdPuzzle lesson comes with an embed code and a share link.
To post your EdPuzzle on your Canvas page, you can simply go to your content page in EdPuzzle, select the EdPuzzle that you want to use by clicking Watch, and then you can select the blue button that says Assign, and then you can go to Public Links. This will give you a public URL that you can post on your Canvas page, or you can also click the embed code. I'm going to select this option, highlight the whole thing, and then select Copy. And then I'm going to go to my Canvas page, and on my Canvas page I'm going to select Edit. I'm going to move my cursor to the part of my page where I want to post my EdPuzzle. And then in Canvas, I'm going to select the Insert Edit Media option. When I click that option, it's going to give me 3 tabs. I'm going to click the Embed tab, and then I'm going to paste that embed code that I copied from EdPuzzle. Select OK. And there is my EdPuzzle. And when I hit Save, I now have my EdPuzzle embedded inside my Canvas page for my students to view.
EdPuzzle lessons are an option teachers can use in a station rotation model.
Or they can even use them as a part of a playlist or a pathway. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Make sure to check us out next week for another edition of PDL Techniques.